Congressman and National Guard Colonel Michael Waltz sits on the Armed Services Committee, joins us now. Colonel, thanks for being here. What do you make of what was said in that interview, also the State of the Union, kind of the shifting stance of this administration on Israel?
Yeah, Pete, you cannot look at anything when it comes to Israel except through the lens of Michigan at this point. This is all about politics and pandering to the left for Biden. That's it, period. And that's why he's parroting this 30,000 dead figure that's coming from Hamas's run Palestinian health ministry. And I would ask, are we parroting, is Biden repeating Russia's health or dead figure coming from its health ministry? Of course not. But at the end of the day, to not let Israel take down Hamas that's hiding behind civilians in Rafah is essentially declaring defeat for Israel and victory for Hamas. That's it.
Yeah, it's stunning to watch the way in which politics is interfered with effectively at this point every aspect of what Israel's attempting to do over there. By the way, let me get your take just tactically and practically on this idea of a port or a harbor in Gaza that the U.S. Navy would set up to deliver aid. Seems to me fraught with potential complications.
I have so many questions, and I've sent a letter to the Secretary of Defense immediately after the State of the Union asking how this is going to happen. I don't understand how you get supplies onto a beach without putting soldiers on the beach. So either we're just going to dump those supplies onto the beach and then let Hamas and gangs and looting have their way, or we have to allow Palestinians, trucks, terrorists potentially onto the pier next to our ships. And that's a huge security issue. So that's my first main question operationally. And then secondarily, how do we prevent smugglers, the Iranians, and all kinds of other bad actors from using this asset that 1,000 soldiers and Marines are going to put onto Gaza? We lost 2 Navy SEALs trying to intercept a small boat smuggling Iranian weapons, missiles, drones into Gaza. How are we going to prevent that from happening? Effectively, we'd have to put a blockade around this pier. I just have a lot of questions.
Yeah, for sure.
And Biden just threw it out. We need an explanation of how this is going to work.
By the way, we're going to ask Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu when he's on our program today at 9:20 Eastern time, these very same questions, and get a sense of his view on it. I got to get your take also on what happened at the State of the Union. First of all, here is Gold Star dad, Steve Nakui, calling out Biden at the State of the Union. Watch this.
Year before I took office, murder rates went up 30%. 30% they went up. The biggest increase in history.
He called out the name of his son, obviously called out Biden, who said that the world is safer with him. And he was arrested, meant to pay a fine. You're doing something about it. Share it with our viewers, if you would.
Well, we're calling on the Capitol Police to drop the charges. Hopefully they do that. And if they don't, I'll pay his fine. It's a $500 fine and up to 3 months in jail. And I pray to God that they just let this go. Not only did this Gold Star father lose his Marine at Abbey Gate, the Marine's older brother committed suicide at the Marine's grave a year after the shameful, disgraceful Afghanistan withdrawal. This family has suffered enough. I spent time with him before, and I also brought a Gold Star mom from Abbey Gate. To this day, Joe Biden has not said their names out loud. And as we were being lectured about standing with our allies, Biden Minute for Ukraine, I think Steve just lost it and said, how about you say Afghanistan, say Abbey Gate, say these 13 Marines and soldiers' names and take responsibility. Be a man, be a leader, take responsibility for this tragedy that your incompetence caused.
You're exactly right. They were abandoned. at Abbey Gate, and then abandoned here at home. Congressman Michael Waltz, thank you for your time. Appreciate it. Great insight.